The University of Nevada promotes and protects the free exchange of ideas that does not disrupt university events or ceremonies. Any disruption of today's scheduled program is not allowed. Kindly be aware that any such disruptions will result in immediate removal from the event. Thank you for your support and cooperation. The program will begin momentarily.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are able, please stand for our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Welcome to the University of Nevada 2024 Winter Commencement Ceremony. My name is Jeff Thompson, and I serve as the Executive Vice President and Provost of the University, and for today, I'll be your Master of Ceremonies. I'd like to take a moment to recognize several distinguished guests. Please hold your applause until all have been named. Chair of the Nevada System of Higher Education Board of Regents, Amy Carvalho. Vice Chair, Dr. Jeff Downs. Regent, Heather Brown. Regent, Carol Del Carlo. Regent, Donald McMichael. Regent, Laura Perkins. Chancellor, Patty Charlton. Numa Elder, Ralph Burns. Faculty Marshal and Chair of the Faculty Senate, Dr. Aaron Hill. Vice President for Administration and Finance, Andrew Klinger. Vice President for Student Services, Dr. Heather Speed. Vice President for Information Technology, Dr. Sashi Pillay. Vice President for Advancement, Patricia Richard. Vice Provost of Graduate Education and Dean of the Graduate School, Dr. Marcus Kemmelmeyer. Dean of the College of Business, Dr. Greg Mosher. Dean of the College of Education and Human Development, Dr. Donald Easton Brooks. Dean of the College of Liberal Arts, Dr. Cassie Isabelli. Dean of the Orvis School of Nursing, Dr. Charles Yingling. Associate Dean of the Honors College, Dr. Mary Ingram Waters. Director of Indigenous Relations, Daphne M. Hooper. Our Athletic Director, Stephanie Remp. Chief of Staff, Aubrey Flores. President of the Associated Students of the University of Nevada, President of the Associated Students of the University of Nevada, Dawson Deal. Vice President of the Associated Students of the University of Nevada, Liesl Kimmelmeyer. President of the Graduate Association, Tanya Actor. And Alumni Council Vice President, Cher Fesenmeyer. Please help me recognize our platform party. I want to recognize the person who has been at the helm and made this ceremony happen, Associate Vice President of Enrollment Services, Dr. Melissa Chirozi, and her team. As we commence this ceremony in Reno, Nevada, we acknowledge that the University of Nevada is situated on the traditional homelands of the Numu, Northern Paiute, Washoe, Washoe, Nua, Western Shoshone, and Nuwa, Southern Paiute peoples. These lands continue to be a gathering place for indigenous peoples, and we recognize their deep connections to these places. It is now my pleasure to start today's ceremony by welcoming Numa Elder Ralph Burns to start this ceremony with an Indigenous blessing. Please stand if you are able.
Pisha Tabino, Yat Damia Simona, Yabisequatum, Imuyam, Paasba, Alipone, Natinituin, Ya Udamamus, Yabisandum Yakono. Yesi Mopea, Mana. Nog benanum in mijn papa ja was nog hoe me de mat zei. Bisanum ja was daarmee terug was zeer. Ja nazat sigel. Begrijp je maar niet meer. Ben daarmee op de stoel hij nou. Ja daarmee mamot benin de bana. Katipa, kau berkaya semua apa? Senam. Kami pukul kami mana, sudipa. Kami soahan. Yesus dewas tu kami hibin subah kau pun kami berkaya semua. Yesus kami kujau aina so. Bisa dalam suahan, kau bana us. Now hiya dalam na un kau mana pun itu. Kau mesti mau pam. Siapa mau kau bersuhan, siapa menam. Ya jelas, yau, natin itu. Ya jema maksudnya, nak yang bisa nam, ya nak apa tu. Kau gimana? Ya mana pun itu. Is out there. Bisa numan. Bisa tsunami. Bisa tumiana. Mau sepa. Puhua. Puhua.
Please be seated. Thank you, Elder Burns, for opening our ceremony with that blessing. We're honored to have you as part of our graduate special day. Next, please join me in welcoming the 17th President of the University of Nevada and alum of the College of Liberal Arts, President Brian Sandoval.
Good afternoon, Wolfpack. Yeah. Welcome to Lawler Events Center and our 2024 Winter Commencement Ceremony. But before I begin my remarks, I would like to recognize Nevada System of Higher Education Regent, Dr. Lois Tarkanian, who passed away last month. For more than 50 years, from the time she moved to Nevada with her family in 1973, Dr. Tarkanian was a tireless advocate for education. She served Nevada in a variety of capacities, always striving to further the lives of Nevada families students, and communities. I believe if she was with us today, she would tell all of our graduates that your best days are in front of you, and you all have it within you to accomplish anything you wish. So thank you, Dr. Tarkanian, for all that you did throughout one of Nevada's most remarkable lives. Please give her a big hand. Thank you. So for those keeping track, the University of Nevada held its first winter commencement on December 5th, 1992, right here in Lawler Events Center. We had about 200 graduates make history that morning. Much has changed since then. Our two ceremonies today will see more than 1,700 graduates, 1,767 to be precise. Big hand. So today is a celebration of the journey of the class of 2024, what it has followed in reaching this incredible, incredible moment. We couldn't be more proud of each and every one of you. So before we go any further, I want you guys to do this one more time. We need to do one last Wolfpack chant. Do you have it in you? Yes, so this side will be Wolf, this side will be Pack. One, and audience as well. 1, 2, 3. One more. All right, give yourselves a hand. So thank you. So next, let's acknowledge the people who have been there for you throughout your time with us. First are your family and friends who have always seen greatness in each and every one of you. Today, we celebrate you, and as you commence the next step of your life's journey, take this moment to thank them for their support during the good and bad times. Wave to your loved ones and your friends in the audience. And now a Wolfpack thank you for your family and friends. Big hand for them. Thank you. Also joining us today to celebrate your graduation are the faculty and staff of our great university. They've all played an instrumental role in helping you all. Our faculty and staff are the best of the best. The finest faculty and staff in the entire United States of America who power our university forward every day. We're honored to have them with us today. Would you all please join me in acknowledging our university's silver and blue heartbeat, our faculty and staff. And what about all of you? What about the class of 2024? Yes. You are a graduating class that has endured a global pandemic and has seen unprecedented change in our nation, the communities of Nevada, and our university. You've seen a lot and you've done a lot to persevere. Now, I believe that universities teach us a great deal about who we are, what we believe, and how we view the future. Our university in particular has always been Nevada's best idea. And it is our job to prepare all of you, our future, to lead us in the years to come. You now have the opportunity to define who you are and what you're capable of accomplishing, which is pretty much anything that you hope to do, thanks to the education and experiences you've enjoyed at the University of Nevada. Throughout your time with us, you've often experienced the strength of our pack. These are not mere words, they're real. It's something we feel every day at our university. So not too long ago, I finished the book, The Rise of Wolf 8, witnessing the triumph of Yellowstone's underdog, by the naturalist Rick McIntyre. From June 2000 until August of 2015, McIntyre went out in the extreme conditions of Yellowstone National Park, a mind-boggling 6,175 consecutive days. So those of you who are mathematicians, that's 16.9 years without missing a day. Dr. McIntyre compiled 12,000 pages of notes and totaled more than 100,000 wolf sightings of the famous wolf packs of Yellowstone. One wolf, Wolf 8, was a particular special study. Wolf 8 was the smallest of the wolves released into Yellowstone during the reintroduction of that species in the late 1990s and early 2000s. And by the way, a little factoid for all of you, this reintroduction of wolf packs to Yellowstone was led by one of our alumni, Dr. Doug Smith, senior wildlife biologist for Yellowstone National Park, who received his PhD from the University of Nevada in ecology, evolution, and conservation biology in 1997. Behind me, in fact, is a photo that is in my office from wintertime in Yellowstone, taken of another wolf pack that was reintroduced into Yellowstone, the Druid Pack. But let's get back to Wolf 8's story. Wolf 8's prospects were not promising. He was a yearling and alone. He was almost killed by a grizzly bear at one point, and he did not have a pack of his own. Wolf 8 was finally accepted into a pack of a mother and 8 other pups. There was one thing lacking, though. The family needed a leader. Wolf 8, though he was just starting his own life, immediately stepped up and accepted a position of responsibility within the pack. He saw a need and became that leader. This was a pretty incredible young wolf. When one of the pups became sick, Wolf 8 showed care for the pup until it grew stronger again. This made Wolf 8 a teacher, a mentor, a giver of wisdom of sorts. Amazingly, the sick pup learned from Wolf 8 and then would go on to share the same empathy and raise other pups from another pack. Whenever Wolf 8's pack was threatened, Wolf 8 showed extraordinary courage. And Wolf 8 would always protect the pack in a reasoned and compassionate way. And at this point, I know what you're thinking. Come on, these are wolves that we're talking about. But there are important lessons in their lives for all of us, especially if you believe in the power of being part of a pack. It is not that I'm saying that wolves are like us, McIntyre has said. What I've learned after watching and studying wolves for over 40 years is that we are like each other. Now, you will all go on to join your own packs like Wolf 8, and you're going to lead these packs into the future. And when I look out at all of you this afternoon, I do see so many success stories. I know this is true because of what I've seen from many of you already. We have a number of remarkable stories from the class of 2024 that reinforce this idea. With the class of 2024 this morning is Haruna Nuka. So Haruna, if you would please stand. Now Haruna is graduating from the state of Nevada's finest school of nursing, our Orvis School of Nursing, Haruna is originally from Hokkaido, Japan, and remembers being 10 years old in 2011 when Japan was hit with a massive earthquake and tsunami. International medical professionals, as well as all of Japan's medical community, put forth a Herculean effort in the aftermath of that terrible natural disaster, and young Haruna never forgot that. Quote, "I knew I wanted to be a nurse and help people in the future," Haruna recalled. And after graduating from high school, Haruna went to language school in Japan. One of the English teachers there had graduated from our university, the University of Nevada, go Pack, and inspired Haruna to apply and study here at our university. Haruna found a welcoming community in Orvis and on our campus, making friends, learning medical terms, and practicing English. With today's graduation, Haruna hopes to become a pediatric nurse. Quote, "I want to use the knowledge and skills that I've learned at Orvis to help people who are suffering from disease, trauma, and the effects of natural disasters. I see myself working with Doctors Without Borders and international aid agencies in the future." Haruna, what a journey you've been on. Congratulations to you and your family. Also with us this afternoon is Jacqueline Ayala Martinez. Jacqueline, are you here? There she is. Who graduates in Human Development and Family Science from our College of Education and Human Development. Jacqueline's college journey has been shaped by resilience, influenced by the unique challenges of being a Latina, first-generation university student. In the 6th grade, Jacqueline was selected for the Dean's Future Scholars Program, where her first mentor introduced her to the idea of attending college, something that she had never considered. And coming from parents who never had the opportunity to pursue education past the 6th grade, Jacqueline knew she wanted to break new ground for herself and her family. Her story is one of perseverance and triumph in the face of obstacles that she has overcome with incredible determination and hope for the future. With today's graduation, Jacqueline wishes to use her education to help low-income, underrepresented individuals in Northern Nevada. Jacqueline, we are so proud of you. Congratulations to you and your family on this wonderful milestone. So these are just a few of the stories of the Wolfpack Way, and I wish we had a week and we could tell all of your stories, because I know you have all done amazing things. At this point, I need to acknowledge a tremendous loss of one of our own wolves a little more than a week ago, when longtime Reynolds School of Journalism professor Todd Felts passed away unexpectedly at the age of 54. Todd was one of the most positive people you would ever want to meet. He loved his colleagues in the Reynolds School of Journalism and his students unconditionally. He loved living in our community and built strong connections between our university and all of Nevada. Todd was always the person we need in our lives, the one who encouraged everyone around him to think big and to do big things. He was a person of possibilities and understanding for all, and he was a shining example of the Wolfpack Way. We miss him on this special day. Would you all please join me in a moment of silence for our good friend and colleague, Todd Felts. Thank you. And also, I know he'll hear us. Give him a big hand and applause for everything that he's done. Thank you. Our PAC has come together and grown together in ways that will have generational impacts on the professions you enter and the communities that you will lead. But I also see a sum total of goodness that will infuse your future PACs with compassion, strength, and unselfishness. In a few minutes, the class of 2024 will join the amazing 150-year history that is our university. And I find it inspiring and altogether fitting that at this moment, we are celebrating with all of you the last of our graduating classes for our sesquicentennial year. Now, this is a moment for the ages, a moment none of you and none of us will ever forget. And I want you to know that you will always be members of our PAC, strong, caring, creative, empathetic, energizing, loving, and loyal in your pursuit of excellence throughout your lives. Home is not just a place after all. Home is a feeling. And this university will always be a home for each and every one of you. We're so proud of you all. So go out and show the Wolfpack way, influence the lives and the environment around you, be the leaders we need, demonstrate the heart that will make our communities whole, and share the strengths and talents that will mold a future we will all celebrate and cherish. Congratulations, class of 2024, and go Pack.
Thank you, President Sandoval. Now, please welcome the Chair of the Nevada System of Higher Education Board of Regents, Chair Amy Carvalho.
Good afternoon. I'm honored to be with you today to celebrate this important moment for the graduating class of 2024. Today is a day to look ahead. For a moment, however, I'd like you all to think about who you were a few years ago when you first enrolled in the university and became members of the Wolfpack family. There was an inner confidence of what you hoped to accomplish, but I'm sure there was also a bit of doubt as well. That's human and it's natural. We always wonder what the future is going to hold for us. I hope that on this afternoon, you have a moment to celebrate what you've accomplished. Truly, a graduation moment like this is something we all dream about. This is also a time to think about the people who were always there for you throughout your academic careers here at the university. These were the people who provided reassurance, who patiently listened to you as you vented, and who cheered you on during all the times you succeeded. In my own life, one of the people who always cheered me on was my father, Leonard Lenny Samarco, who passed away in April. My dad was the type of person who always found the good even when times were challenging. He always believed that we can find our best days in the wake of some of our most difficult times. He was a retired Air Force veteran, and throughout his life, he always did what was right. I want you all to take a look around Lawler, and if they're here, find that person or people in your life who have been your North Stars throughout your educational journey at the university. We don't thank the people that matter to us enough for all that they do for us. Let's thank these people for being so special to us. Would you mind joining me in applauding the people you love? Thank you. Even as you graduate today, the strength of the community you've been a part of, all those people you've shared your life with, will continue to be a defining North Star in what is yet to come. Now, what about that? What about what is yet to come? Whenever the world is in flux, and there are times when it can certainly feel that way, I believe we can find stability when we seek out the things that give our lives a firm grounding and that hold our communities together. Let me give you a quick example. Rotary International, a group that I've belonged to for many years, has a long-standing partnership with the Institute for Economics and Peace. The partnership develops ways to foster peace that are both practical and impactful. I don't expect you to start scribbling down notes here, but I would like you to all consider some of the ways that we can build peace into our lives, in our community, and in our world. The Institute for Economics and Peace has 8 positive peace pillars that have been shown to make a profound difference throughout our communities as well as the world. I found that these are pillars that either formally or informally inform the work of the Nevada System of Higher Education and all of our institutions of higher learning in our state. Whenever we are at our best, we often incorporate these principles into our daily lives. These principles of peace are a well-functioning government, equitable distribution of resources, free flow of information, good relations with neighbors, high levels of human capital, acceptance of the rights of others, low levels of corruption, and a sound business environment. As you write the next great chapter in your lives, you will encounter and perhaps be the agent of change that brings about a greater emphasis on many of these principles of positive peace. I believe the training you've received, the knowledge that has been shared, and the experiences you've had at the university have instilled this same kind of thought and call to action in all of you. So go out and live the principled lives that we know will make a difference. Lives that will bring you contentment and peace and will make all of our communities more inclusive, understanding, and compassionate. As I look out at all of you today, I see an ethic of care that runs deeply through the class of 2024. Now is the time for all of you to make that profound difference, the wolf pack difference, in our world. Each generation takes us into an exciting new territory, and this is your time to do just that. On behalf of the Nevada System of Higher Education, congratulations, class of 2024. You made it. Peace to all, and go Pack.
Thank you, Chair Carvalho. The HERS Medal, the University of Nevada's oldest and most prestigious student award, was originally established in 1910 by brothers Richard, Carl, and Otto HERS. For 100 years, it was presented by the HERS family at each commencement ceremony to the graduating senior with the highest grade point average. In 2011, the University of Nevada Foundation wished to continue the tradition of recognizing our top scholars established by the HERS family. The Thelma B. and Thomas P. Hart Foundation are generously funding this prestigious award. We're excited to welcome this year's recipient to this elite group of scholars. The recipient of the Winter 2024 HERS Gold Medal is Mason Machete. This winter, Mason is graduating with a major in accounting and a minor in risk and insurance. During his time at the university, Mason was a member of Beta Alpha Psi and served as the treasurer for 2 semesters. Following graduation, Mason will continue to study for the CPA exam and will be starting with the public accounting firm he interned with next summer. Please join me in congratulating our 2024 HERS Gold Medal recipient, Mason Machete. Now please welcome the President and Vice President of the Associated Students of the University of Nevada, Dawson Deal and Liesl Kimmelmeyer, to give the student welcome.
Good afternoon, families, esteemed administration and faculty, members of the Board of Regents, and above all, congratulations to our class of 2024. My name is Dawson Deal, and I have the pleasure of serving as the president of the Associated Students of the University of Nevada.
And my name is Liesl Kimmelmeyer, your ASUN Vice President. Today, of course, we honor not just the completion of this academic milestone and receiving your degree, but ultimately the journey that brought all of you to this point. Winter Commencement offers us this chance to reflect on our achievements, the hurdles all of us have encountered, and the personal and collective growth we've ultimately undergone.
Reaching this point to receiving your degrees took incredible resilience. As students, we faced challenges that tested us, from navigating the end of a global pandemic to overcoming systemic and economic barriers and adapting to societal changes. As a first-generation student who worked multiple nearly full-time jobs throughout my college career, I want to acknowledge everyone who has similarly balanced academics with personal commitments to make today's success possible. The road has not always been easy, but you have shown what true determination looks like. And though our paths to this moment may have varied, each filled with unique obstacles and triumphs, I am incredibly proud to say that the class of 2024 embodies the diversity, richness, and the future of our state. We come from different backgrounds and perspectives, but we all have been united by the shared values of the Wolfpack Way. Today, we stand ready to face the uncertainties of life beyond this campus, knowing that we are stronger together because of the connections and lessons we've cultivated here.
And as we transition to this next chapter, it's important to remember that postgraduate success will not happen overnight. Just as we have grown throughout our college years, we will continue to grow as we embark on our careers, further our education, or take time to find our paths. The lessons we have learned here, grit, determination, and an unwavering drive to keep moving forward will serve us well as we navigate this road ahead. Even with the future obstacles before us, I'm confident in the class of 2024 and your ability as graduates to adapt, collaborate, and lead with integrity. The experiences we've all shared here at the University of Nevada have equipped us to tackle any challenges with tenacity, compassion, and purpose. We've been shaped by our time here, by the friendships we have formed, and by the faculty who have inspired us. Today, we celebrate our individual wins, but we must also recognize those who have supported us along the way. Graduates, congratulations on your success, but it also reflects the strengths of the networks that stood by you, many of whom you discovered on this campus. To the parents, families, peers, and faculty who believed in us, thank you. Your encouragement and unwavering support have made all the difference.
As we continue the legacy of excellence, innovation, and commitment to community that embodies this university, let us remember that no matter the time passed or distance apart, our connection to the Wolfpack will always remain strong. We will carry the lessons we've learned, the values we've embraced, and the bonds we've made into the future. I encourage each of you to lead boldly, strive for your highest potential, and carry the legacy of this university with you. The Wolfpack has played a vital role in defining us, and in turn, we will forever be a part of the story of the University of Nevada. Congratulations again to our class of 2024, and as always, go Pack!
Thank you, Dawson and Liesl. Please welcome Tanya Achter, the President of the Graduate Student Association of the University of Nevada.
Good afternoon, friends, family, Nevada alumni, distinguished guests, President Sandoval, and the illustrious Nevada Wolfpack class of 2024. Class of 2024, this is it. Today, we celebrate the closing of one chapter and the beginning of your epic adventure. As we look back, it's important to reflect on how this chapter began, a journey filled with growth, challenges, and triumphs. There's a quote that truly captures the spirit of every one of us here, reminding us of the strength and unity we have shared as a pack, that the strength of the pack is the wolf, and the strength of the wolf is the pack. This chapter began with all of us as eager young pups, fueled by the same dreams that brought us here today. Along the way, we built memories, nervously joining clubs in the first week, rushing between classes across campus, and of course, who could forget the deafening roar of Wolfpack pride that echoed through Mackay and Lawler stadiums? Each adventure, big or small, shaped our story and connected us as part of this amazing community. These experiences didn't just transform who you are today, they were enriched by the unwavering support of those who surround you now. Family members sent care packages during your first weeks, listened eagerly to your adventures, and offered boundless encouragement. They celebrated your milestones alongside professors who challenged and inspired you. and mentors who meticulously guided you from your first A to the final sentence of your thesis or dissertation. These relationships fortified your knowledge and skills, preparing you for today and the opportunities ahead. As we grew as scholars, we built something just as valuable, friendship within our pack. These are the friends who stayed up late with us during marathon study session, shared laughs over caffeine-fueled misadventure at the wall on a Thursday night, and were there to support us when things felt overwhelming. These are the bonds we will carry with us for a lifetime. Our graduate students, in particular, through their dedication of teaching, research, and mentorship, have helped propel our university to new heights within our R1 Carnegie, very high research institution. Your relentless pursuit of knowledge in your studies has laid the foundation for addressing the world's most pressing question while enriching your own lives. And I have no doubt that you will continue to make groundbreaking discoveries because you are the reason that for over 150 years, this university has inspired excellence. But now, like wolves in the wild, it's time for us to break away and form our own packs. Some of us may head to the bustling street of New York, others to the Hollywood Hills, and some will stay close to home in the Sierra Nevada mountains. From today, you'll go on to create your pack, something unique, something never seen before in the wild. You might build a pack filled with golden bears from California, gator from Florida, and bouquets from Ohio, and yes, as one Nevada, maybe even a few rebels from Las Vegas. But no matter where life takes us, we will always carry a piece of Nevada with us. You will lead industries, advance scientific frontiers, and for some, you may even become a governor of our great state. You will make your mark on the world and walk the Wolfpack way. But there is one thing to remember. Whenever you come back to the University of Nevada, Reno, you will always have your Nevada Wolfpack, and Pack will always have your back. So today, as we close this chapter in your life and you embark on your professional journeys, may the indomitable spirit of the Nevada Wolfpack guide and always remember how the beginning of the chapter started, that the strength of the wolf is the pack, and the strength of the pack is the wolf. Congratulations, class of 2024.
Thank you, Tanya. The candidates for graduation represent a wide range of disciplines and degree programs. After a great deal of time and effort and significant intellectual and emotional investment, you are now on the cusp of a highly important moment in your life. Our university has set a very high bar for you to finally arrive at this point. We're very pleased to celebrate your accomplishments in this ceremony while recognizing that this is only the beginning, the commencement of even greater horizons to come. Congratulations and good luck to all of you. And now, I think it's time to start awarding degrees. Presenting the candidates for advanced degrees from the Graduate School is Vice Provost of Graduate Education and Dean of the Graduate School, Dr. Marcus Kimmelmeyer.
Mr. President, I present to you these candidates for the doctoral degrees.
Albert E. Lehman, English. Being hooded by Dr. James Weber. Thomas John Rushika, Musical Arts, being hooded by Dr. Paul A. Torkelson. Diane L. Tiemann, Anthropology, being hooded by Dr. Sarah E. Cowie. Anne Najeri Mutiga, Education, being hooded by Dr. Elizabeth de los Santos. Edurne Arostegui, Basque Studies, being hooded by Dr. Sandra Ott.
Jonathan Clevenger, Nursing Practice, being hooded by Dr. Stephanie Stymack DeBoer. Nahid Runtan Dastar, being Nursing Practice, being hooded by Dr. Teresa Watts. Erica Castillo-Lill, Nursing Practice, being hooded by Dr. Rochelle A. Walsh. Stephen Jordan Pennington, Nursing Practice, being hooded by Dr. Zhizhong Li. Stephanie Lynn Bacon, Education, being hooded by Dr. Diana Townsend.
Mr. President, I present to you these candidates for the master's degrees.
Gerard Ricardo Carver, Business Administration. Tanner Silas Durfee, Business Administration. Chrislyn J. Barrigan, Special Education. Jonathan Raymond Parker, Business Administration. Marshall Morgan Eaton, Business Administration. Trevor Timms, Business Administration. Pamela Guadalupe Rubio, Business Administration. Felipe de Jesus Gutierrez de Alba, Business Administration. Sarah Binger Grosjean, Business Administration. Jennifer Renee Hawk, Information Systems. Ariana Rodarte, Business Analytics. Michael Henry, Accountancy. Anya V. Calvillo Mason, Business Administration. Elizabeth Clare, Business Administration. Skylar Christine Tremaine, Business Administration. Mehran Musa Vibarab, Business Administration. Natalia Raquel Delaney Rueda, Business Administration. Diana K. Cabrera, Business Administration. Weston Kyle Noyes, Business Administration. Bahiru Tesege Bekele, Accountancy. Amanda Christina Safin, Accountancy. Dylan Klein McKee, Sociology. Immaculate Chepkowski Kipyasang, Business Administration. Alexa Madison Dreyer, Business Administration. Jamie Lakiel Tam, Business Administration. McKenna Jean Mertz, Secondary Education. Jonathan Marcus Waltz, Finance. Landon William Murray, Finance. Asher Allen Killian, Public Administration and Policy. Shintanu Anil Rao, Business Administration. Russell W. Hicks, Business Administration. Chelsea Hahn, Elementary Education. Hassan Ahmad, Information Systems. Gunnar Jeffrey McKimmey, Information Systems. Nicole Elizabeth Smith, Accountancy. Zara Farnkoff, Accountancy. Jessica J. Chorgel, Accountancy. Brandy K. Jernigan, Accountancy. Misa Sanders, Accountancy. Madison Ann Klinger, Business Administration. Megan Crystal Sheen, Business Administration. Esther Yoonju Rowe, Business Administration. Jessica Dreffs, Business Administration. And Gona Saha, Gender, Race, and Identity. Haley Madison Allaire, Reading Curriculum and Instruction. Isaiah Leo Rodriguez, Business Administration. Jessica R. Riggleman Clark, Secondary Education. Maddie Urich, Criminal Justice. Alexandra E. Howard, Anthropology. Fariha Tabassum Anika, Information Systems. Joseph Robert Johnston Watson, Business Administration. Sage Marie Hart, Criminal Justice. Dylan Joseph Cathrine, Criminal Justice. Gabriel Alfonso Navarone, Accountancy. Andrew Bryant Miley, Business Administration. Taylor Kelton, Justice Management. Juliana Loiza, World Languages and Literatures. Heather Sumner, World Languages and Literatures. Eleanor Ann Ehlert, Justice Management. Trevor Owen Pauley, Business Administration. Evan Cross, Business Administration. Wyland Dean Fish, Business Administration. Tabitha N. Johnson, Accountancy. Jerome Vincent Timble, Accountancy. Rachel Sosh, Secondary Education. Sarah Angela Eschleman, Reading Curriculum and Instruction. January Stephanie Hurlbert, Equity and Diversity in Education. Dana Rose Dale, Education. Alicia Harris, Gender, Race, and Identity. Vonica Briggs, Education. Zachariah Aaron Beagle, Business Administration. Matthew Parker Killam, Business Administration. Sahithi Muthumula, Business Analytics. Temilade Esther Adisa, Higher Education Administration. Farya Zaidi, Higher Education Administration. Jennifer Lynn Gardner, Higher Education Administration. Nyamishi Alori, Information Systems. Melanie Rose Graber, Educational Leadership. Peter Chakwumala Olisa, Business Administration. Namrata Dasgupta, Information Systems. Guadel May Ader, Human Development and Family Science. Amy Elizabeth Ballinger, Human Development and Family Science. Peji Guamalejan Ivanido Romo, Human Development and Family Science. Emmanuel Kairama Ade, Human Development and Family Science. Nicole J. Ma, Human Development and Family Science. Gabriella McNamara, Education. Alia Marie Minoletti, Secondary Education. Jason Alexander Pinto Maldonado, Business Administration. Stephanie Yvonne Reyes, Business Administration. Leo A. Dembski, Anthropology. Jewel Inez Lambert, Public Administration and Policy. Brittany Page McAllister, Public Administration and Policy. Joy Raburu, Public Administration and Policy. Rebecca A. Ballinger, Nursing.
The individuals who earn advanced degrees represent an amazing cross-section of our world. They commenced their graduate studies on our campus from states throughout the country and from nations across the globe. They represent one of the most humanistic coalitions of perspectives, backgrounds, and goals that one could ever find. Although their personal stories are all different and speak to the richness of human experience, which we value so much at our university, there is always a unifying thread: the extraordinary quality of who these individuals are and what they all represent to our future. They embarked on the path of attaining an advanced degree because they wanted to make our world a better place. And once on our campus, guided by faculty mentors who have challenged and encouraged them, they reached a high standard of personal excellence, both as scholars and as individuals. Their excellence has helped realize that there are no limits to achieving one's capacity to think, to question, to test, to ultimately find wisdom and truth. Although this is indeed the culmination of years of hard work, this moment we are about to recognize does not represent a conclusion. It marks the start of something that is even more special: how our advanced degree candidates will now take these experiences and help us all realize a better world, one that is more giving, more empathetic, and full of the immense possibility that comes with knowledge, discovery, and insight. The individuals who are candidates for advanced degrees represent our next generation of leaders. Let's applaud what they've done, and let's eagerly anticipate what they are yet to do. Dr. Kimmelmeyer, please present the candidates for conferral of degrees.
Will the candidates of doctoral and master's degrees in all colleges please rise as you're able? Mr. President, I present to you on behalf of the faculty these outstanding candidates for the master's and doctoral degrees.
This is the moment. By virtue of the laws of the state of Nevada and the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents, I confer upon those fulfilling the appropriate requirements the doctoral and master's degrees recommended by the faculties of the university with all the rights, privileges, and obligations belonging thereto. Congratulations, you've done it.
Congratulations, you may be seated. For the presentation of the candidates for bachelor's degrees, I will call upon the deans of the colleges and schools. Presenting the candidates from the College of Business is Dean Greg Mosier.
President Sandoval, on behalf of the outstanding faculty of the College of Business, I'm pleased to present these candidates for their degrees in business.
Sean Conrad Luna, Marketing. Francisco Mateo Saino, Finance. Colton John Delgado, Management. Ariel Lee Stapley, Marketing, cum laude. Isabella Ruby Logan, Information Systems. Santiago Toledo, Economics. Daniel Lazardo, Information Systems. Vincente Franco Villarreal, Information Systems. Macy Ray Perez, Finance. Juan Angel Martinez, Jr., Information Systems. Noah James Vernon, Finance. Catherine Ava Asperger, Marketing, 1874 Scholar. Carter Thomas Long, Finance. Clayton Mel Greb, Marketing and Management. Christian Perez Arnold, Information Systems. Nayada Keiko Omai, Information Systems, magna cum laude. JV John Yeager, Information Systems. William Reed Kate, Information Systems. Nicholas Anthony Giovannoni, General Business. Dylan James Faulkner, Accounting Information Systems. Caitlin Grace Rodriguez, Marketing. Brianna Grayton, Economics. William Evan Simpson, Management. Andre Amir Marchand Jones, Information Systems. Jennifer Claire Castillo, Marketing and Management. Georgina Delphin Nietzsche, Marketing and Management. Vanessa Lisbeth Martinez, Finance. Brandon Thomas Miles, Finance. Cody Ray Jean Wilfong, General Business. Tyler Gabrielle Patmont, Economics. Alida Priscilla Medino Ariano, General Business. Boy, I messed that one up. Bryson Romero Kinnick, Interdisciplinary Studies. Yannick Gonzalez de Nuyos, Information Systems. Kevin Ross Harati, Information Systems, cum laude. Sahan Samarkoti Mutiansalegi, Information Systems, cum laude. Christian Haynes, Information Systems. Mateo Kupo Mosan, General Business. Jürgen Hirt, Economics. Cole Richard Rasmussen, Finance. Daniel Wayne Anthony's, Management. James Witchert, Accounting. William M. Blassett, Marketing. Mason Daniel Moschetti, summa cum laude, Accounting. Khalid Mahmoud Sajid, Accounting. Carlin Weisinger, Accounting. Riley Rayanne Nelson, Management. Kang Tu Wen, Marketing. Ryan P. Gonzalez, Marketing. Ethan Joseph Cantor, Information Systems. Madeline Faith Berrien, Marketing, magna cum laude. Riley Nicole Russo, Marketing. Caitlin Diane Propnall, Accounting. Paige Ashlyn Janssen, Management. Anthony Thomas Leontini, General Business. Jacob Julian Valdez, Economics. Ricardo Francis Bernoy, Accounting and Information Systems. Belen Roman Estrada, Management. Christy Wynn Tran, International Business, 1874 scholar. Ine Okan Iban III, Information Systems. Benjamin Alexander Hamilton, General Business. Caleb James Drew, Management. Christina Ray Kuva Scheibel, Management. Blake Vincent Clements, Finance. Robert Dylan Fugati, International Business. Alexander Ray Chimienti, Marketing. Max Joseph Kiker, Finance and Economics. Nicholas Ryerson Bishop, Finance. Zoe Savannah Parrish, Information Systems. Alexia Julissa Cervantes, Information Systems. Savannah Ray Bradley, Accounting. Zachary David Dunn, Marketing. Kyle Robert Smith, Marketing. Lysandra Yasmin Baron Aguirre, Accounting. William Michael Zernich, Management. Blake Andrew Ornelas, Marketing. Chase Thomas, General Business. Ariel Adan Zaragoza Bravo, Marketing. Juan Ramon Brena Gutierrez, Finance. Francisco Jimenez, Management. Carson Glenn Hale, Finance. Diego Andres Clavillo, Economics. John Christopher Craig, Finance. Martin James Ness, Finance. Donovan Gary Phelps, Information Systems. Allison Shailene Lopez, General Business. Dylan Cooper Monroe, Accounting. Ariana Duran, Finance. Lola Liao, Information Systems. Valentina Espino Ruiz, Marketing and Management. Brandon Hu, Accounting. Kest Arthur Demergian, Finance. Sergio Jimenez, Marketing. Braden Timothy Miller, Information Systems. Mohammed Hasib Akil, Marketing and Management. Robert Joseph Dietz III, Marketing. John Frederick Jarvis, Finance and Economics. Gia Anais Mack, Finance. Melanie Meta Acevedo Perez, Finance. Alexis Anselmo Lopez, Finance. Calvert Lovering Roden, Economics. Logan Cade Anderson, Finance. Seth Mark Burdo, Finance. Joshua Caleb Jones, Management. Olivia M. Taylor, International Business. Daniel Thomas Miramontes, Information Systems and Accounting. Brandon Gerald Friedel, Information Systems. Gavin Ulrich Waldner, Information Systems. Joshua Michael Degus, Information Systems. Joshua Daniel Abbott, Marketing and Management. Don't see Jared. Jared A. Floyd, Business. Joanna Liseth Flores, General Business. Kala Wynn, Management. Jessica Michelle Beridich, Accounting. Nalia Lizette Simpson, Management. Cameron Williams, Management. Derek Z. Guo, Management. Neil Aldridge Besa, Information Systems. Hunter Patrick Murnane, Finance. Carlos M. Feliciano Chicas, Finance. Malachi Aaron Sutherland, Finance. Evan Danielson, Management and Marketing. Evan Joseph DePetrio, Marketing. Adam Aldrich Waynand, Management. Dylan Michael Stedfield, Accounting. And Leanne Marie McNeff, Economics.
Presenting the candidates from the College of Education and Human Development is Dean Donald Easton Brooks.
President Sandoval, on behalf of the faculty of one of the top-ranked colleges of education and human development in the nation and one of the top 5 research colleges in the Western U.S., we'd like to present to you candidates with our bachelor's degree in education and human development.
Brooke Elizabeth Echeverria, Integrated Elementary Teaching. Cambry Day Harris, Integrated Elementary Teaching. Emily F. Smahula, Integrated Elementary Teaching. Trelia Robert Miller, Human Development and Family Science. Iviona A. Barnes, Human Development and Family Science. Bianca Isabel Martinez Aguiar, Human Development and Family Science. Brianna Nicole Barnes, Human Development and Family Science and Psychology. Taylor Grace Crowhurst, Human Development and Family Science. Evelyn Garcia Zuniga, Secondary Education. Samuel Hayes Giese, Human Development and Family Science. Harry Krasner, Human Development and Family Science. Nicholas Joseph Myers, Human Development and Family Science. Stephanie Deakins, Human Development and Family Science. James Edward Gladding, Secondary Education and Mathematics. Noelle Haley Medina, Human Development and Family Science. Petra Nadine Whittle, Human Development and Family Science. Claire Lynn Williams, Secondary Education. Cassidy J. Kochkowski Miller, Human Development and Family Science. Elsa Baruch Zarihan, Human Development and Family Science. Megan Jeannie Seen Yi Jung, Human Development and Family Science. Emma Elise Derling, Integrated Elementary Teaching. Sydney Lynn Williams, Integrated Elementary Teaching. Brianna Rose Stack, Human Development and Family Science. Jorge Francisco Hidalgo Canizales, Human Development and Family Science. Cara Nina Woody, Integrated Elementary Teaching. Zoe Kathleen Lawrence, Integrated Elementary Teaching. Hannah Page Dutton, Integrated Elementary Teaching. Marcela Gonzalez, Integrated Elementary Teaching. Thomas Richard Marlowe, Integrated Elementary Teaching. Mary Bowen Crew, cum laude, Human Development and Family Science. Riley Kate Lawson, Secondary Education. Stephen James Myler, Secondary Education. Lisa Marie Jackson, Human Development and Family Science. Leona Violetta Novella DeFries, Human Development and Family Science. Erica Tumanuveo, Integrated Elementary Teaching. Haley Francis Clevin, Integrated Elementary Teaching. Camille Marie Taylor, Human Development and Family Science. Alana Yvette DeSantis Sanders, Human Development and Family Science, cum laude, 1874 scholar. Vanessa Martinez Flores, Human Development and Family Science. Jacqueline Ayala Martinez, Human Development and Family Science. Erica Torres Cortez, Human Development and Family Science. Megan Marion Lindsay, Environmental Science and Secondary Education. Deanna Isabel Espinosa, Secondary Education. Logan Frankel, Human Development and Family Science. Joshua Adam Grabowski, Human Development and Family Science.
Presenting the candidates from the College of Liberal Arts is Dean Cassie Isabelli.
President Sandoval, on behalf of the fabulous faculty in the College of Liberal Arts, I present to you these candidates for bachelor's degrees in the fine arts, humanities, and social sciences. Among them are our future educators, leaders, lawyers, CEOs, and maybe even another governor and university president.
Mirleta Guerrero, Criminal Justice. Erica Gao Schwab, Art and Criminal Justice. Edwin Moosley, Criminal Justice. Andrew Jacob Seiler, English. Hunter W. Shrive, English. Megan Harkin, Criminal Justice. Garrett Sue, Criminal Justice, cum laude. Samantha Brooke Peterson, English.
Sabrina E. Kruger, Interdisciplinary Studies, summa cum laude. Mae Walsh, Criminal Justice. Sydney Ryan Scheidemann, Interdisciplinary Studies. Sosefo Moaki Jr., Interdisciplinary Studies. Henry Michael Jordan Ikahiifo, Interdisciplinary Studies. Tuni Pani Ikahiifo, Interdisciplinary Studies. Kristen Denise Bellig, Criminal Justice. Irma Quezada, Criminal Justice. Jeffrey D. Roulard, International Affairs.
Cody Sinclair Powell, Anthropology. Isabella Veronica Yarmiki, Communication Studies. Aiden Mark Phillips, Communication Studies. Jonah Mitchell Mercer, Criminal Justice. Enzo Robert Scacolosi, Criminal Justice. Isis Nia Ransom, International Affairs. Brett Richard Latos, Political Science. Sorry, I don't see. Alejandra Jean Wild, Art. Jesselyn Calvo, Criminal Justice.
Sydney C. Hopewell, Criminal Justice. Kylie Michelle Schweikert, Communication Studies. Kaylin Ryan Campbell, Music Education. Tatum Joy McClooney, Music Education. McKenna Rianne York, Music, cum laude, 1874 scholar. Simone Elise Gardella, English. Noelle Elizabeth Mendez, English. Tere Davis Tice, International Affairs.
Lola Vida Works, English, magna cum laude. Cadence Jade Peters, Psychology, Sociology, and French, cum laude. Anya Elizabeth Tom, Spanish and Sociology, 1874 scholar. Juliana Lee Morris, Criminal Justice. Simone May Pinching, Criminal Justice. Maggie Jo Cohen, Anthropology. Kaylin Victoria Bond, Criminal Justice.
Nicholas Garrard Pike, Interdisciplinary Studies. Douglas Pipelow, Art. Alexis Jade Peltzer Harding, English. Elizabeth Ann Brenneman, English. Sadie Alice Byers, English. Ryan Thomas Levy, Art. Gelsi Gabriela Romo Gomez, Criminal Justice. Maya J. Skoronsky, Anthropology. Mason Poole, Political Science.
Logan James Hoops, French. Kendall L. Hoops, Applied Music. Yvonne Ramirez, Criminal Justice. Dalton James Irons, English. Luca Graniglia, Art. Kapuakani LMA, Alana Seek, Political Science. Alondra Chavez, Political Science. Hannah Jean Hilburn, Interdisciplinary Studies. Brandon Alexander Rosalio Jimenez, Interdisciplinary Studies.
Sean Patrick Galen, Criminal Justice. Francisco Ruben Funes, Criminal Justice. Brian Chavez, Art. Jillian Grace Adams, Criminal Justice and Psychology. Zoe Virginia Cornelius, English. Augusta Shea Ward, Communication Studies. Cameron Peter Trummer, Applied Music. Mackenzie Park, Criminal Justice.
Daniel Vincent Mendez, Interdisciplinary Studies. Haley Hodge, Criminal Justice. Ali Ruddy Alab Abdul Wahab, Interdisciplinary Studies. Reika Sukawa, Sociology, cum laude. Victor Manuel Clavel, Art. Manuel Antonio Baron Aguirre, Sociology. Ashley E. Hastings, Criminal Justice and Political Science. Tara Lynn Burfoot, Criminal Justice. Jaden L. Anderson, English.
Tegan Hope Lawler, Art. Flor Armas Estrada, Criminal Justice. Varen Cardoza, English. Alondra De La Rosa, Political Science and Communication Studies. Jesse Taylor Barquilla, English. Cora Grace Husky, English. Tali Esther Bertanusen, Criminal Justice and Spanish. Nitu Alejandra Lynn Blanco, Communication Studies. Camille Alexandra Fly, Communication Studies.
Fernando Del Hoyo Galejos, Criminal Justice. Kate Elaine Payne, Art. Laura E. Flynn, Sociology and Criminal Justice, magna cum laude. Rayan Wing Yun Xiu, Psychology and Sociology. Shayna J. Lieberman, International Affairs. Camille Alejandra Frank, Philosophy. Diana Moran, Criminal Justice. Lucas B. Flanagan, International Affairs.
Jocelyn Annabelle Simmons, Sociology, Gender, Race, and Identity, Honors Baccalaureate. Kane Alexander Savage, Interdisciplinary Studies. Tori Daffin, Interdisciplinary Studies. Alicia Blanche Colon, Anthropology. Maria Mazurowski, Art and Art History. Nicholas Evan Barcelos, Interdisciplinary Studies. Rory Daniel Morgan, Interdisciplinary Studies.
Presenting the candidates from the Orvis School of Nursing is Dean Charles Yingling.
President Sandoval, on behalf of the extraordinary faculty of the greatest school of nursing in all of the land, it is my pleasure to present to you these candidates for bachelor's degrees from the Orvis School of Nursing.
Joseph Cole Durkee, Nursing. Jackie Louise Westerterp, Nursing. Jessica Alexandra Gladwell, Nursing. Tirza Marie Keating, Nursing. Hannah Halot Brown, Nursing. Nathan Joshua Reyes Dizon, Nursing, 1874 Scholar. Jaden Page Villalobos, Nursing. Amber Michelle Long, Nursing. Kyle Tagashi Kamamu Kalani Massey, Nursing. Oh, Natalie Gillis, Nursing. Sarah Elizabeth Smith, Nursing. Maria Daniela Juarez Rasso, Nursing. Haley Marie Witten, Nursing. Amanda P. Drew, Nursing. Melissa Aguilar Robles, 1874 scholar, nursing. Kendra Michelle Bermudez, magna cum laude, nursing. Haley Bryce Petrovich, magna cum laude, nursing. Marcine Michelle Carahan, nursing. Ashley Brianna Shakal, nursing. Taylor Alyssa Ivers, nursing. Ashley Louise Hutchins, nursing. Michaela Lillian McParton, public health and nursing. Kaylee Ann Kiner, nursing. Jessie Marie Sivier, nursing. Isabella Griffin, nursing. Tessa Jane Roeder, nursing. Dreama Ruby Ray McDermott, nursing. Ariana Gabrielle Rodriguez, nursing. Brooke Caitlin McComb, nursing. Mana Nicole Iritani, nursing. Melissa Renee Parsons, nursing. Kalia Rose Jangard, nursing. Bailey K. Burton, public health and nursing. Angelina Mangeli, public health and nursing. McKenna Rose LaFond, nursing. Kylie Grace Warnart, nursing. Ashley Pacheco, nursing. Kelly Vong, nursing. Johanna Sierra Kirk, nursing. Emily Fung, nursing, cum laude. Haruna Nuka, nursing. CJ Della Rosa Frosco, cum laude, nursing. Jaden Patrick Adriano Ramiro, nursing. Adolfo Gomez Rios Jr., nursing. Cody Eugene Haney, nursing. Kaylin Zin Fong, nursing. Isabella Tyne Haley, nursing. Allison Christina Bolt, nursing. Madison Alexis Marr, nursing. Jeremy Joaquin Hughes, nursing. Anthony Michael Vaughn, nursing. Okay. Carson Reed, nursing. Madeline Grace Seifert, nursing. Jenna Raquel Jackson, nursing. Cameron Lindley Dolcini, nursing. Madison Faith Stowell, nursing. Matthew Peyton Giacoma, nursing. Nicole Rose Annis, nursing. Isabella A. Hijak, nursing. Megan Elizabeth McGrath, nursing. Esmeralda Marisol Ponce Ramirez, nursing. Lexis Katana Clayton, nursing. Sarah Gustafson, nursing. Haley Glynn, nursing, magna cum laude. Brittany Rochelle Mendenhall, nursing. Skylar Barnes, nursing. Kira Middlebrook, nursing, 1874 scholar. Max Francis Martin, nursing. Aaron M. Anderson, nursing. And Nathan Dre Alonzo, nursing.
We have before us a wonderful opportunity, one that speaks to how higher education can influence us all for the better. The time one spends at our university can include moments of immense wonder, of widening one's horizons, and coming to understand how each of us can make a difference in our communities, in our state, and in our world. Time at a university can be measured in a variety of ways. It all matters, and it is all extremely meaningful. It can be spent pursuing truth. It can be spent experimenting with the known to discover the unknown. It can be spent pursuing a dream. Our graduates know all of this, and during their time with us, they have come to learn so much more. Our graduates have no doubt had professors and instructors who have asked a great deal of them. But throughout it all, the journey has been unexpected and exceptional. Every day has been different, always with the potential to gain new insight, to gain a new understanding of what you are made of and what you are capable of accomplishing. The character, resilience, and determination that you have all displayed, particularly over this past year, has inspired us all. Graduates, your time with us has flown by. As you move forward, please remember to take a moment to think back to your time with us. What you might have learned and how that knowledge prepared and inspired you for the tasks that still lie ahead. Now, will the candidates for all bachelor's degrees in all colleges of the university please rise as you are able. President Sandoval, on behalf of the faculty of the university, I present to you these candidates for bachelor's degrees.
Ready to make it official? Yes. By virtue of the laws of the state of Nevada and the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents, I confer upon those fulfilling the appropriate requirements the bachelor's degrees recommended by the faculties of the university with all the rights, privileges, and obligations belonging thereto. Congratulations, you've done it. Go Pack.
Thank you, graduates. You can now be seated. Please welcome your Nevada Alumni Council Vice President, Chair Fezemeyer.
You guys done it. This is great. So on behalf of the University of Nevada Alumni Association, your Alumni Association now, I would like to congratulate you to the class of 2024. Congratulations. I am a proud 1994 graduate, graduating 30 years ago, and I can tell you it went fast even 30 years later. So from this amazing institution, I know that you have all worked hard and how excited you are at this time. You can now call yourselves one of the more than 100,000 alumni to graduate from the University of Nevada. Back in 2019, a new tradition was introduced during commencement, the presentation of the official pin. I'm excited to unveil this year's design, which is tied to the celebration of Nevada's 150th birthday. The official alumni pin will be sent to all graduates and signifies a milestone moment in not only the university's history, but also in your lives. The Nevada Alumni Association welcomes all of you to our family. You are now officially alumni. Congratulations and go Pack!
Thank you, Chair. On behalf of all the faculty of the university and staff, I congratulate each of you, class of 2024. To follow in our university's rich heritage of tradition, please rise if you are able and join in singing our alma mater led by the Wolfpack Quartet and the Commencement Brass.
Where the rocky snow-fed waters draw from mountain's crest, and the meadows meet the sagebrush by the sun caressed, cradled by the silver mountains neath the western blue, stands a noble alma mater, our Nevada U. As the miner on the desert prospects every place, so Nevada seeks the future with an upturned face. Everywhere she gathers knowledge, all that's good and true, gives she to her sons and daughters of Nevada U. We will ever live to serve her, live to give our best, live to make our alma mater pride of all the West. Let her praises wake the echoes while we pledge on you. Hearts and minds and hands and voices to Nevada U.
Thank you to the Wolfpack Quartet and our Commencement Brass. Before we ask our graduates to move their tassels, there are a few recessional directions. The platform party will lead the recessional, followed by the faculty and then our graduates. And now, for the final symbolic act of commencement, graduates, the tassel on the right side of your cap signifies your time as a student at the university. It is now time to officially move your tassels from the right side of your cap to the left. Congratulations to the class of 2024.